According to a study from the EPA, over 292 million tons of solid waste was generated in the US in 2018 alone. This is an increase of over 3 times since the data was first reported in 1960. That's a lot of trash, folks. But you don't have to be someone who participates in a throwaway society. Too many people are driven by unnecessary consumerism, which leads to increased waste and higher debt. If you want to learn how to live within your means, reduce your expenses, and be content with what you have, you can implement some simple and frugal old-fashioned living tips from the past. As cities expand, technology advances and culture evolves, the prudent and easygoing habits of our grandparents and their ancestors seem like an outdated and unattainable lifestyle from a bygone era. But they used these frugal practices for many decades, and there is no reason why they can't be used in modern times. If you've struggled with keeping up with societal expectations, you may have more debt than savings. Maybe you haven't been saving for your future, and you're getting stressed about retirement. I'm here to tell you that all hope is not lost, and it is possible to live well throughout your old age by implementing some simple old-fashioned living tips. Tip number 1: watch less TV. In general, watching television is not a beneficial use of your time. After all, it's not referred to as the idiot box for nothing. Living an old-fashioned lifestyle means using your time for meaningful and productive activities. When you turn off the TV, you have more time for tasks that will save you money or help you learn a new skill. So, cancel that cable subscription and break your binge streaming habit. You'll keep more money in your pocket and get more stuff done. Tip number 2: make simple meals. An easy way to save money the old-fashioned way is by sticking to simple, home-cooked meals. Our grandparents and great-grandparents would often stretch their grocery dollars by serving soups and meatless dishes to their families. Making recipes with few ingredients will save you money. You can easily search online for dishes that only require 3 to 5 ingredients. Don't discount these simple meals from an old-fashioned lifestyle. With the right seasonings, these dishes are just as tasty as more complicated options. Tip number 3: meal plan. In the olden days, your ancestors couldn't just hop in the car and run to the store for a box of cereal. They had to plan ahead so that everything they bought would last them through the next month. One of the best tips I can give you to stretch your food budget is to meal plan. Planning out your meals by the week or the month will help you in so many ways. The biggest benefit might be the amount of money you'll save by eliminating last-minute restaurant runs. Your meal plan will always inform you of what dishes you'll be preparing and when. Your meal plan will also save you time and resources. You'll make fewer trips to the grocery store, and you'll be intentional about using up what you already have on hand. Also, a meal plan will help you stick to your grocery list. You'll know exactly what you need and what you don't, so there's no more guessing and wasting money on unnecessary items. Tip number 4: buy in bulk. If you can find a store that sells in bulk, you can purchase your favorite foods at a discounted price. I like to go to Sam's Club and buy large packs of meat. The price per pound is lower, and I can make more meals with fewer trips to the store. At Sprouts, I can buy nuts, oats, and dried fruits for a lower cost by filling up a bag instead of buying pre-packaged. Also, always browse the clearance section to stock up on markdown items. Anything that has a close expiration date can be frozen. Tip number 5: brew your own coffee. Coffee has been around since the beginning of time. Okay, Wikipedia says since the 15th century. However, as a society, we've definitely gotten fancier with our Java drinks. Somewhere along the way, our brains were tricked into agreeing to pay $7 for caramel frappuccinos. This is the kind of indulgence that would cause our old-fashioned relatives to scratch their heads in confusion. Living a frugal life leaves little room for extravagant pleasures like spending over $100 a month at a trendy coffee shop. If you value your money and your time more than an 8-ounce liquid delight that will last you 15 minutes, get up a little earlier and make your coffee at home. And for those who want to be just like great-grandpa, learn to drink it black. Tip number 6: drink more water, less soda. There are so many good reasons to drink more water and less soda. First, your body literally needs water. It does not need soda. Second, water is free. Soda will cost you every time. There are many more I could list, but that's all you really need to know to make a smart decision. Do like grandma, and serve your family water more often. Don't worry, your kids will eventually stop complaining and get used to drinking it. Tip number 7: go hunting/fishing. Going hunting for your food is much less common than it used to be. Back in great-great-grandpa's day, It wasn't uncommon for a young man to grab his rifle and head off to the woods to get dinner. Hunting for your own food these days is a little more involved. You'll need the right gun, some bullets, a hunting license, and time to spare during hunting season. You'll also need to travel to where your preferred game is hanging out. However, if this is something you, or more likely the menfolk in your family, would like to try, this could be a great way to fill up your freezer with inexpensive meat. Tip number 8. Do your own household repairs. In the good old days, most people didn't hire handymen to fix the things that went wrong in their homes. Instead, they figured out how to fix it themselves. You can definitely learn to fix many things on your own with a bit of modern help such as YouTube or Google. It is possible to learn some simple plumbing, appliance repair, window repair, masonry, etc. by viewing how-to videos on YouTube. This will definitely save you hundreds and even thousands of dollars. Tip number 9. Do your own car maintenance. There's no need to pay someone else to wash and vacuum your car, or even change the oil. Basic car maintenance is easy to learn and do-it-yourselfers will save hundreds of dollars over time. Tip number 10. Keep utilities down. There are many ways that you can reduce your utility bills quite significantly. You can start by turning off any lights or appliances that you're not using. For small tasks like reading a book or browsing on your phone, just use a table lamp and turn off the overhead lighting. Also, go easy on heating and cooling your home since these add quite a bit to your electricity bill. Instead, on cold nights, you can simply wear a couple of layers of clothes and pile on the blankets instead of heating your home. On hot days you can open your doors and windows and use fans while wearing light clothing as opposed to turning on the air conditioning. One more small way to minimize energy use is by unplugging devices and appliances you don't use often.